was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to Anambra.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on Som TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. Now the major headlines. In the latest round of FIFA World Cup African qualifiers, Nigeria and Zimbabwe played to a 1-1 draw. Professor Ibibia Warika named new Rivers SSG. IBAS pledges stability. As the United Methodist Church inaugurates health board members, it urges Tinubu to address poverty, unemployment. I am Esther Oka Stephen with the news in full. In the latest round of FIFA World Cup African qualifiers, Nigeria and Zimbabwe played to a 1-1 draw, while South Africa secured a 2-0 victory over Benin. Uganda edged past Guinea with a 1-0 win, and Cape Verde 2-1 against Angola. Rwanda and Lazio shared the spoils with a 1-1 draw. The qualifier, now in match day 6 of 10, continue to shape the standings, with Egypt leading Group A after securing 4 wins and a draw in 5 matches. Mohamed Salah topped the goal-scoring chart with 6 goals, followed closely by Gabon's Denis and Ghana's Jordan with 5 each. With more features ahead, teams are intensifying their push for a spot in the 2026 FIFA World Cup as competition remains fierce across the group. The United Methodist Church in Nigeria, UMCN, has called on President Bola Tinubu to take urgent policy measures to tackle youth unemployment, poverty, hunger, and insecurity. In a communique signed by Mr. Achille Andrew at the end of its annual conference in Jalingo, Taraba State, the church highlighted the need for immediate intervention to alleviate nationwide suffering. UMCN also raised concern over the closure of its worship centers in Taraba State and urged the state government to religious leaders and mandates in the ongoing disputes between the church and a breakaway faction. The National Directorate of Employment, NDE, Taraba State, has disbursed cash loans to Status Park to 169 unemployed women and youth under the Renewed Hope Job Creation Initiatives. The resettlement and disbursement ceremony took place on March 25, 2025 in Jalingo, with beneficiaries include persons with special needs receiving empowerment and support. Out of 978 trainees beneficiaries in the state, the selected recipients were among 93 individuals benefiting nationwide. Representing NDE Director General, Mr. Silas Agra, Taraba State Coordinator Mr. Chris Bamsida emphasized the program's role in job creation and economic empowerment. Agra highlighted the initiative as part of the federal government's commitment to poverty alleviation, urging beneficiaries to utilize the resources productively, officially including Mr. Suleiman Bawala of NDE and Honorable Yakubu Gajure called on recipients to embrace entrepreneurship and mentor others. Beneficiaries expressed gratitude, describing the initiative as life-changing and pledging to become job creators in their communities. In a related development, the United Methodist Church in Nigeria, UMCN, has inaugurated 13 new health board members to enhance health care services and governance. The ceremony emphasized the church's commitment to equality, health care, especially in undeserved communities. Church leaders urged integrity in healthcare policies, reaffirmed Christians' ethics, and pledged to improve maternal and child health. Some TV correspondent Lillian Yakubu files in the report.
Bishop Ande Ira Emmanuel as its new leader during a ceremony at the UMCN annual conference in Negatava. Team Behold, I'm doing a new thing. The conference gathered clergy and faithful from Nigeria and Cameroon to witness this historical transition. In his inaugural address, Bishop Emmanuel called for unity and unwavering faith. He urged members to uphold Christian values.
Members of the United Methodist Church are peace loving people. Over the years, leadership challenges have been so reason why things have not been the way it should in this church. But now we are witnessing transformation. We are seeing change, and we're seeing people coming together to be united. Lord Jesus Christ. So the message for our members and the message for the public is the prayer of Jesus Christ that they may be one. So unity in the body of Jesus Christ, unity in the United Methodist Church, peace in the United Methodist Church, peace among Christians is the cardinal point of this.
The event also featured the audition of 65 new ministers, including 7 deacons and 58 elders. Addressing the newly ordained, Bishop Emmanuel charged them to spread the gospel with integrity. Guest speaker Dr. Philip Micah Dogba, Dean of the UMC Southern Conference, challenged pastors to be exemplary. The conference concluded the adoption of 25 resolutions reinforcing the church's stance on moral and doctrinal issues under Bishop Emmanuel's leadership. UMCN embarks on a renowned mission of faith and growth. From Taraba State, Teresa Ayuba reporting for Som TV.
Rivers State Administrator Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas retired as appointed Professor Ibibia Loki Warika as the newly Secretary to the State Government SSG. In a statement on Tuesday, Ibas highlighted Warika's expertise in international environmental and petroleum law and his experience across academia and government advisory roles. The appointments align with Ibas' commitment to leveraging human capital for peace and stability in the state. While George Nweke has resigned as head of service, with Dr. Linge Brown appointed in an acting capacity pending a permanent replacement. Ibas, who assumed office on 19th March following the declaration of a state of emergency in River, reassured residents of his dedication and neutrality, peace and stability. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has identified shortcomings in the petition submitted for the recall of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, stating that it does not fully meet the required guidelines. Sam Olumakun, INEC's National Chairman and Chairman of the Information and Voters Education Committee, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday, March 25, 2025. He noted that while the petition includes 6 bags of documents containing signatures from over half of the 474 registered votes in Kogi Central Senatorial District, key details such as the petitioner's complete contact information were missing. Olumakun emphasized that the recall process is governed by constitutional provision, the Electoral Act, and INEC's regulation. He assures that the petitioners are identified on the issue, ensuring compliance with legal requirements. The Nigerian Customs Service has seized 125,000 liters of petrol in Kebbi State as part of its anti-smuggling operation under Operation Whirlwind. The intercepted fuel, valued at 125 million naira, was packed in jerrycans and drums and was allegedly being smuggled across the border. The operation, conducted by the Kebbi Area Command and the Federal Operation Unit Zone B, resulted in the confiscation of 3 fuel-laden trucks registered in the Republic of Benin. Custom officials credited the success of intelligence support from the Office of the National Security Advisor and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authorities. The Controller General of the Custom commended the officers for their vigilance and urged the public to support anti-smuggling efforts. The Ebonyi State Governor, Francis Uwifuru, has assured residents of Abakaliki that the perennial water scarcity issue will soon be resolved. During an unscheduled inspection visit to the ongoing water project site and the Vakon Roundabout Flyover Bridge construction site, Uwifuru emphasized and expressed satisfaction with the progress of work. He emphasized the importance of access and potable water for every household in the state. The governor also inspected the St. Vincent Nwankwo Twin Flyover Bridge, which is expected to address traffic congestion, improve economic life, and enhance the aesthetic beauty of Abakaliki. The project is anticipated to attract more tourists and investment in the city. Uwifuru met with the ambassador of Norway, Savan Bra, who is visiting Ebonyi State to learn more about the governor's administration's achievement. A state banquet is scheduled to honor the ambassador later on Tuesday. A pro-democracy coalition has urged President Bola Tinubu to declare a 6-month state of emergency in Zamfara State, following the suspension of 10 House of Assembly members. Speaking at the press briefing in Abuja, the group's convener, Ibrahim Yakubu, commended Governor Dauda Lawal's action, accusing him of undermining democracy and plunging the state into instability. The suspended lawmaker from 4 of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and 6 from the People's Democratic Party were penalized for allegedly holding an illegal plenary on February 27. The coalition urged that the move crippled legislative functions and deprived citizens of representations, calling it an abuse of power. Ogun State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Sena Ogungbade SAN, has accused AIG Zone 2 Lagos Adegoke Fayode of blackmail and with land grabbers. In a statement on Monday, Ogungbade claimed that they attempted to secure the release of a murder suspect, calling an allegation a bid to undermine his investigation into police misconduct. He urged that the case is from a land dispute where one faction manipulated law enforcement using false reports and unreliable witnesses. Despite multiple court rejection, the police detention requests Ogungbade's claim. Fayode's team continued to detain the suspect unlawfully. He insisted that the Ministry of Justice would not be intimidated and vowed to uphold justice. The Nigerian Correctional Service has confirmed that 12 inmates escaped at Konton Karfe Medium Security Custodian Center in Kogi State by manipulating padlocks. Spokesperson Abubakar Umar acknowledged a security breach and suggested either structural weaknesses or internal complicity. 7 remain at large. Acting Controller General Sylvester Ndidi has ordered an investigation and a nationwide security audit to correctional facilities. However, similar pledges were made for provision on previous jailbreak in Kuje 2022 and Suleja 2024, raising concern over persistent lapses in prison security. Gunmen attacked the Agu Divisional Police Headquarters in Enugu State early Monday, killing Constable Akpa Emmanuel and destroying facilities. The assailants stole several weapons, including an AK-47 rifle and 2 railed guns. Security reinforcements holding special forces and the counter-tourism units have been deployed to the area. A separate attack occurred at the Inyi Divisional Police Headquarters in Oji River local government area, but was successfully repelled. Enugu State Police Commissioner CP Maman Bitrus Giwa has launched an investigation while efforts to contact police spokesperson SP Daniel Ndukwe for comment were unsuccessful. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has lifted the 10 years promotion embargo on staffs at Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu Polytechnic, Aba, imposed by the previous administration. The governor also approved the release of all accumulated promotions and abolished the national promotions practice in the institution. Additionally, he fulfilled his promise to clear 33-month salary arrears owed to staff and implemented regular salary payment. The above move is part of broader efforts to improve staff welfare and upgrade educational standard in the state. The Osun State Police Command has arrested 3 suspects for possessing firearms and violating the curfew imposed on communities affected by recent clashes. Firearms and other exhibits were recovered from the suspects. The clashes, which began as a boundary dispute between Ifong and Ilobu, later spread to Erin Osun, leading to the destruction of properties and displacement of residents. Governor Ademola Adeleke visited the affected areas, condemned the violence, and directed security agencies to track down the proprietors. He warned that the crisis could deter investors and vowed to restore lasting peace. Meanwhile, the Ilobu Asake Development Union has called on President Bola Tinubu to intervene, urging the replacement of security personnel and the persecution of armed militias. The Anambra Beach Soccer Warriors have arrived in Kebbi State ahead of the 2025 Nigerian Beach Soccer League. According to the team media director, Ukwadi Uwan, they will undergo an extensive training camp before the competition begins on March 31st in Benin and Kebbi. After finishing second last season behind champion in Kebbi State, the team is determined to secure the top spot this year. The new players have been recruited to strengthen the squad, and the Warriors are prepared to face stiff competition from Kebbi, Kada, and Kebbi United BSC. Awam expressed confidence in the team abilities and emphasized the commitment to hard work and strategic preparation to claim the championship title. In preparation for Ramadan and the upcoming Salah celebration, Alhaji Mani Meshinko has distributed 43 million naira in cash, food items, and clothing to 3,500 households in Sokoto State, representing the Banji Federal Constituency. Meshinko described the initiative as a means to alleviate hardship among vulnerable groups. He reaffirmed the commitment to the welfare of his constituents and urged beneficiaries to extend kindness to all. Gunmen ambushed residents in 3 people. The National Publicity Secretary of the Iringwa Youth Movement, Joseph Chidu Yakpa, confirmed the attack, identifying the victim as John Avia, who is 48 years old, Sunday Vixen, 32 years old, and Peter Vixen, 30 years old. He attributed the assault to Fulani Malaysia, aligning persistent attack on the Iringwe community. Yokpa condemned the killing and urged increased vigilance, citing repeated ambush and destruction of farmland. Attempts to reach the Plateau State Police Command for comments were unsuccessful. The Edo State Task Force on Street Trading, led by SP Mike Anito, has launched a clearance operation at the Ring Road axis of Benin City to address congestion and disorder. The initiative, involving various security agencies, aimed to regulate street trading and unlicensed taxi operation, which have contributed to persistent traffic gridlocks. The area had also been plagued by hoodlums, posing to task force officials and extorting commuters. The cleanup aligned with the state's Shine agenda, promoting urban, rural, and infrastructure development. Residents welcomed the moves, with trader John Okafor praising the government's commitment to maintaining order and fostering economic growth. The Imo State Police Command has confirmed the abduction of Reverend Father John Ubuchu along Ejimakweru Road in Oguta local government area. Police spokesperson Henry Okoye stated that the investigation has been launched to track down the perpetrators and secure the priest's release. He added that an intelligence-driven operation is underway, urging the public to provide any relevant information to aid the rescue efforts. The command encouraged citizens to report tips on the nearest police station or via emergency lines of the police. The Adamawa State Police Command has arrested a suspect in connection with the killing of point of sale operator Abbas Yuguda in Mayo Belwa local government area. According to police spokesperson Yahya Ngroje, Yuguda was attacked on his way home, sustaining severe head injuries. Officers responding to the incident rushed him to a hospital where he died during treatment. A group of youth apprehended one of the suspects and attempted mob justice for police intervention. The suspect, now receiving medical attention, is assisting with investigation. Commissioner of the Police, Dan Kombo Maurice, condemned the violence and ordered a thorough investigation, while cautioning the public against jungle justice and urging vigilance. The Cross River State Government has partnered with JR Farms, a Kwara-based agribusiness firm, to establish a 30,000 acres coffee plantation across the state's 18 local government areas over the next 5 years. Speaking in Ilorin, JR Farms founder Olawole Rotimi Okpeyemi emphasized that the initiatives aim to strengthen the coffee value chain and position Cross River as a major player in Nigerian coffee industry. The project, set to commence in the coming month, will be implemented in collaboration with State Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation Development. In preparation for the initiative, Rotimi Okpeyemi, alongside Agriculture Commissioner Honorable Johnson Ebokpo and other stakeholders, engaged with local communities and farmers to assess the project going on. During a meeting with Acting Governor Dr. Peter Ode, the JR Farm CEO described the partnership as a strategic investment in sustainable agribusiness and economic transformation. Initial cultivation will focus on Arabika coffee in Boki and Urban Liku local government areas, where the island terrain and favorable climate support optimal coffee growth. Commissioner Ibokpo expressed confidence that the project would boost agricultural output, attract investment, create employment, and position Cross River as the key coffee producer in Nigeria. The state government reaffirmed its commitment to fostering collaborations that derive economic diversification and sustainable development. The Oyo State Police Command has reaffirmed its commitment to enforcing the state anti-grazing law. Commissioner of Police Justin Adenola, in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Ibadan, warned that herders encroaching on farmlands would not be tolerated. Adenola stated that reports of illegal grazing has been received and emphasized that all individuals must respect the rights and properties of others. He assured that command would take decisive action against any violation. Addressing social media's claim of a farmer-herders clash in Ilowa Gbade village, Atigbe local government area, the commissioner clarified that the incidents involve a personal altercation between two individuals who no border conflicts between farmers and herders in the state. Bayelsa State government has launched a major security initiative with the installation of CCTV cameras across Yanagua to enhance surveillance and improve public safety. The project, approved by Governor Dowie Diri in December 2024, involves deploying 200 new high-definition cameras and upgrading 50 existing units in strategic local locations across the state capital. The initiative is part of border efforts to combat crime, monitor public spaces, and provide security agencies with real-time intelligence to respond swiftly to incidents. Officials say the CCTV network will be integrated with security control centers, allowing authorities to track activities, data criminal activities, and enhance law enforcement effectiveness. The government has assured residents that these initiatives align with its commitment to safeguarding lives and property, fostering a more secure environment for businesses and daily activities. Boko Haram insurgents have attacked 2 military formations in Borno State, targeting an army base in Wajeko, Damboa local government area, and other in Wulgo village, Gamboru, Ungala local government area. Sources report that 2 soldiers were feared death and several others injured after a convoy carrying the newly deployed brigade commander of Operation Hardin K in Dambo struck a landmine along the Maiduguri-Damboa-Biu road. The commander was among those wounded in the explosion. The coordinated assault occurred as the government prepared to respond the 185 kilometers Maiduguri-Damboa-Biu road, long closed due to insecurity. The attack forced troops to withdraw, although unconfirmed reports suggest some insurgents were killed in the clashes. The Wulgo military base, manned by Nigerian and Cameroonian forces, share an international border with Cameroon, expressing concern over the worsening security situation. Senator Muhammad Ali Ndume described the increased attack in southern Borno. He also urged the federal government to strengthen security, implementing the train, equip, arm, and motivate team strategy for military and security personnel to combat tourism, banditry, and kidnapping across the northeast and beyond. Senator Ndume further called for the immediate rescue of Professor Abubakar El Juma, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering at the Nigerian Army University, Biu, who remain in Boko Haram captivity. All efforts to get an official response from the police were unsuccessful at press time. We are taking a break. We'll be right back shortly. Please don't go away.
RU Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy, and Nigeria's transportation future.
Ari Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola, and right now as I'm talking to you, we are already looking out for a terminal in Abuja, because Abuja route is actually the ultimate. What that
Welcome back. The Nigerian Army has commenced its first civil-military relations meeting of 2025 in Gombe State, focusing on fostering stronger collaboration with the media. The Chief of Army Staff highlighted the growing challenges of information warfare, particularly the impact of misinformation and disinformation on national security. Experts from both the military and the media engaged in discussions on areas of conflict, addressing concerns over transparency, accurate reporting, and the role of the press in shaping public perception of security operations. The engagements aim to bridge the communication gaps between the armed forces and journalists, promoting a more effective information sharing framework while ensuring national security concerns are balanced with the public right to credible information. Similarly, troops of 6th Division Nigerian Army have intensified operation against crude oil theft and illegal refining in the Niger Delta, resulting in the destruction of 19 artisanal refineries at the confiscation of over 138,000 liters of stolen petroleum products. According to a statement by Army spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, the operation conducted between March 17th and 23rd involved intelligence lead in River, Bayelsa, Delta, and Akwa Ibom State. Security operative intercepted a tanker carrying 60,000 liters of stolen crude oil in River State, while in Delta, a truck loaded with 20,000 liters of illegally secured crude was seized. Several illegal refining sites were dismantled and multiple arrests were made. The general officer commending GOC 6th Division Major General Emmanuel Eric Emeka, commended the troops and urged them to intensify efforts against crude oil theft. He also called on residents to provide credible information to security agencies to combat illegal activities in the region. The House of Representatives Committee on Constitution Review has reiterated its commitment to the March 26, 2025 deadline for the submission of proposal for state creation. This stance was emphasized during the committee's reception of a reverse proposal advocating for the creating of Idum State from the present Niger State. The proponents of Edo State expressed optimism that their updated submission would meet the constitutional requirements necessary for the state creation. They highlighted the region's vast landmass and economic potential as key justification for the proposed new state, which is expected to encompass 8 local government areas currently within Niger State. The House Committee had previously received 31 proposals for the creation of new states. However, all submissions fell short of meeting constitutional stipulations promoting the extension of the deadline to March 26 to allow for modifications. With the deadline fast approaching, stakeholders and interest groups seek state creation and making final effort to ensure their proposal align with constitutional provisions, as the House Committee remains steadfast in its criteria and timeline. That's all for the edition on News Hour. Som TV is a